In the realm of discourse, there exists wisdom in restraint, a virtue that the ancient Stoics embodied with profound respect. Throughout history, the destinies of individuals and empires alike have often turned on the edge of a disclosed secret. Secrets hold a dual power. They can safeguard us as fortresses or unravel us as weapons. Yet, amidst this duality, lies a deeper inquiry. Are there secrets of such paramount importance that their guardianship becomes a sacred duty? The Stoics, masters of inner fortitude, were custodians of such knowledge, embracing silence and prudence as bastions against misfortune, thus preserving their integrity. In our exploration, we shall delve into 10 areas of life that, through a Stoic lens, are best kept close to the chest. Each one is of singular significance, yet intricately woven into the fabric of Stoic discipline. Join us as we journey through these tenets, understanding why, even in our modern era, they hold the key to maintaining one's composure and dignity. 1. The unseen struggles within. Each individual we encounter is a cosmos of untold narratives, where only a fraction are voiced, while the majority remain shrouded in silence. These hidden stories, crafted from personal trials and tribulations, possess profound significance. Why is this so? For it is through these very struggles that we are sculpted, our viewpoints refined, and our limits tested. Similar to how the most resilient steel emerges from the fiercest flames, our character is honed in the crucible of internal conflict. Epictetus, with his characteristic insight, teaches us, it's not what happens to you, but how you respond that defines you. Within these words lies the resonance of innumerable instances where we've grappled in solitude, carrying weights unseen by the world at large. This, however, does not advocate for a life of emotional isolation. Rather, it calls for judicious sharing, recognizing the appropriate moments and the worthy confidants. In a world where the act of sharing has become almost reflexive, propelled by the ubiquity of social media, there lies a distinct valor in restraint. Let certain challenges remain intimately yours, serving not as burdens but as badges of your endurance. While the human condition naturally inclines us toward seeking connection, it's crucial to remember that not all are equipped to comprehend the depth of our internal symphonies. Sometimes, it's in the quietude, away from the cacophony of external validation, that we find the most profound sense of self-renewal. The Stoic path illuminates this truth, championing transformation in the silent vigils we keep within ourselves. 2. The silent echoes of doubt. At pivotal moments, have you found yourself hesitating, ensnared by the quiet murmurings of uncertainty within? These murmurs, questioning your worth, pondering the risk of failure, act as unseen sentinels, deterring you from reaching your full capacity. While there's an allure in voicing these doubts, in hopes of external reassurances, the Stoic philosophy teaches us the importance of holding them close until they are fully understood and confronted. The reason lies in the Stoic principle that it is not the circumstances themselves that disturb us, but our thoughts about them. This wisdom from the Stoic tradition encourages a profound inward journey, suggesting that personal growth stems from engaging with our inner uncertainties, rather than broadcasting them. In today's era, where vulnerabilities can be unintentionally magnified, sharing your doubts might lead to an overwhelming flood of well-intentioned but often conflicting advice, thereby increasing confusion rather than clarity. A more Stoic approach would be to face these doubts in the quietude of self-reflection, allowing personal insight to serve as the remedy rather than the myriad opinions of others. Engage in a dialogue with these doubts, challenge them, and seek to understand them deeply. In an age where every feeling is at risk of becoming a public display, there exists a profound strength in embracing solitude, particularly in the quest to quell the turbulent voices of self-doubt. These inner voices demand your sole focus, not the spotlight of public scrutiny. It is perhaps more prudent to address and repair one's own vulnerabilities in private, rather than exposing them to the gaze of an audience. After all, is it not wiser to mend the vessel in the tranquility of seclusion, rather than under the watchful eyes of spectators? 3. The sanctity of future aspirations. Have you ever sensed the weight of curiosity in someone's eyes, probing into what you plan next? There exists a profound empowerment in guarding your future endeavors with serene grace, rather than allowing them to become the subject of casual conversation. Your dreams, goals, and ambitions are sacred treasures. By choosing not to disclose every facet, you preserve a sense of mystery and maintain strategic unpredictability. In an era fixated on the divulgence of every thought and plan, there is undeniable valor in restraint, allowing deeds rather than declarations to herald your intentions. Historical records are replete with tales of figures who, in their haste to share their visions, witnessed their undoing. Consider Napoleon Bonaparte, whose strategic brilliance was often overshadowed by his penchant for overconfidence and the premature revelation of his plans, culminating in his defeat at Waterloo, an enduring testament to the perils of excessive openness. In contrast, visionaries like Howard Hughes exemplify the strategic merit of confidentiality, always ensuring that their next move was cloaked in secrecy, thereby keeping rivals perpetually off balance. In today's hyper-connected world, the lure of broadcasting every intention is strong. Yet, Stoicism teaches us the merit of restraint, advocating for a deliberate and considered approach to sharing our plans. By safeguarding your future ambitions, you not only shield them from premature scrutiny but also afford yourself the flexibility to pivot without the burden of external expectations. Seneca eloquently encapsulates this sentiment, reminding us that without a clear destination, no wind is favorable. This wisdom underscores the importance of charting our path with intention, yet sharing it sparingly and judiciously. To hold your plans close is not an indication of fear or uncertainty but a strategic acknowledgement of the complexities of life. It's not secrecy for its own sake but a preservation of your journey's integrity, ensuring that when your actions come to light, they are resolute, considered, and perpetually a step ahead. In this, we find not just a strategy for personal progress but a Stoic principle for navigating the unpredictability of existence with grace and foresight. 4. The virtue of silent challenges. Paradoxically, there's profound insight in not broadcasting every step we take beyond our comfort zones. When we publicize each challenge, each deviation from our routine, the purpose often transforms. It becomes a quest for validation, a plea for recognition for our courage or daring. Yet, the essence of Stoicism lies not in the applause we receive but in the growth we achieve in solitude. The next venture you undertake, be it rising early for contemplation or embracing the elements to feel more alive, consider keeping it within. This isn't about performance, it's a personal odyssey. Marcus Aurelius, echoing across millennia, prompts us to question, is this for appearances, or for true advancement? Historical narratives celebrate figures like Alexander the Great, whose conquests are legendary. Yet, beyond his triumphs, Alexander practiced a humility that saw him sharing the hardships of his troops, not for spectacle but as a grounding reminder of life's stark realities. This wasn't a display. It was a discipline to remain connected to the essence of human experience, avoiding the seductive allure of comfort and ease. We may not command armies, but our personal endeavors, our quests for self-improvement are no less valiant. In an era where convenience is often just a momentary whim away, it's crucial to remember that it is through adversity, through the elemental forces of nature and the steep climbs, that we are forged. Our silent ventures into discomfort are what mold us, revealing aspects of our character that remain obscured in the comfort of routine. Luxuriate in ease, by all means, but also venture into the discomfort on occasion, in secrecy if you must. It is in these unshared experiences that we encounter the fullest expressions of our being, discovering the depths of our resilience and the true measure of our strength. 5. The sanctity of our inner weaknesses. It is a universal truth that each hero bears a vulnerability, an Achilles heel, which despite their formidable strength, harbors the potential for their downfall. This inherent fragility within humans, with all our complexities and imperfections, comprises both our greatest strengths and most poignant vulnerabilities. These sensitive, unguarded aspects of ourselves warrant protection rather than indiscriminate exposure. It's not about concealment or denial but about according these vulnerabilities the respect and care they deserve. Echoing the wisdom of Epictetus, we are reminded that it's not the events themselves that impact us, but our perception of them. Thus, our vulnerabilities do not define us. Rather, it's our attitude towards them that does. Acknowledging and embracing our vulnerabilities is crucial. They symbolize the scars of past battles, the wisdom from lessons learned, and the apprehension of future challenges. Yet, these vulnerabilities are intimately personal, and sharing them broadly can leave us open to judgment, potentially distorting our self-perception and acceptance. By privately recognizing and understanding these aspects of ourselves, we build resilience, ensuring they remain unexploited and not misconstrued, allowing us the space to address and strengthen them. The Ides of March stand as a stark reminder of the perils associated with letting personal vulnerabilities be manipulated. In today's society, where there's a pervasive push towards public confession as a form of catharsis, Stoicism presents an alternative path, one of introspection, of grappling with our inner dilemmas silently, and of proceeding with informed action. This introspective journey is not about shunning vulnerability but about fostering a sanctuary within where we can confront and nurture these aspects of ourselves, away from the public eye. It's in this sacred space that we can truly understand, appreciate, and transform our vulnerabilities, not as weaknesses but as wellsprings of strength, growth, and authenticity. Hence, in the Stoic tradition, we are encouraged to find solace and validation from within, recognizing that the most profound acknowledgments are those we grant ourselves. 6. The quiet evolution of self. Just as a caterpillar undergoes a profound metamorphosis within the seclusion of its cocoon, unseen by the world, so too does personal growth often occur in the hidden depths of our being. This is not to say that sharing is without value. On the contrary, it can offer solace and inspiration to both the sharer and the audience. Yet, Stoicism teaches us to prioritize introspection and personal development over the external broadcast of our journey. Seneca, with his timeless insight, advised, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live," highlighting the importance of continuous self-improvement without the necessity of publicizing every step of that process. In today's digital age, the compulsion to document and share every facet of our lives is pervasive, with social media platforms serving as the stages for our personal narratives. While there is a certain allure in the instant gratification of likes and comments, Stoicism invites us to find greater value in the silent, steadfast pursuit of self-betterment. It suggests a more measured approach to personal development, one that doesn't rely on external validation but on the intrinsic rewards of growth and self-discovery. Rising silently, without the fanfare of constant updates, allows for a more authentic and focused journey. It's in the quiet moments of determination, in the unseen efforts and challenges overcome, that we truly evolve. The Stoic path encourages us to embrace this solitude, to cultivate our inner selves without the need for external affirmation. When we emerge from our metaphorical cocoons, transformed and renewed, it is the essence of our growth that will resonate far more profoundly than any broadcasted narrative could. The strength of our character, honed in privacy and reflection, becomes the testament to our journey, proving that it is indeed more impactful to ascend quietly than to herald each step with proclamation. 7. The reserved spectrum of emotion. Life unfurls as a vivid tapestry, each thread imbued with the hues of joy, sorrow, affection, ire, and a myriad of other sentiments. In the current epoch, where the norm is to openly exhibit our feelings through real-time updates and digital stories, there lies a subtle, yet potent, strength in keeping certain emotions to oneself. Marcus Aurelius, a paragon of Stoic virtue, demonstrated this through the introspective depth of his reflections, which were later compiled into what we now cherish as Meditations. These writings were not declarations intended for the public eye but rather, personal contemplations crafted for his eyes only. This restraint offers a reflective lens for our contemporary existence, prompting us to question how often we truly dwell within our emotions before casting them into the external world. In an age that lauds immediacy of reaction, Stoicism counsels a more measured approach, advocating for a period of reflection to fully comprehend and assimilate our emotions prior to expressing them. The act of pausing, of allowing our feelings to mature and crystallize, embodies a deeper wisdom not found in haste. Not every emotion demands an instant exhibition. Often, it is within the quietude that we unearth a more profound comprehension and connection with our inner selves. This philosophy underscores our commitment to enriching discourse and enlightenment. Should there be topics or ideas you're eager to explore, we welcome your suggestions in the comments. Your curiosity and engagement are the catalysts for our continued journey to delve deeper and bring nuanced insights to the fore. If today's discourse has resonated with you, we appreciate your support through likes and subscription, as it helps sustain our endeavor to illuminate minds across the globe. Together, let's nurture the beacon of knowledge. Before departing, we invite you to engage with our content on navigating through life's less stoic moments, further enriching your understanding and practice of this timeless wisdom.